One of the things I think we need to take notice of out here today is the way the child support system and everything is kind of like off balance. I think we need to have a real discussion about this. So I'm gonna show a video right here that's from THPP Network Studios. They posted a video, which is a multitude of mini videos. So we're gonna talk about this.
Look, it's very rare that brothers grow up with their kids in America. And when you say that, it shouldn't be shocking.
Well,
Most kids grow up visiting their dad.
But
that's why I know I could never do that. It is common. I'm not arguing that.
Of course. Your kids grew up with you?
My kids are in my house every day. I'm taking them to practice.
That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful.
Hey everybody, joint custody.
This is something that I think is very important for a lot of men to understand. Men understand this, but I'm going to be quite frank with you. Women understand this too, but this is the problem. They take their wants over that what's more important. Like they need their needs and everything. They feel as though that they need more money. The financial is not met. They want thousands of dollars. For some odd reason, they need thousands of dollars when they're not with you no more. And for a kid that they only probably spend about $500 to $600 on. So when you kind of look at that, you kind of understand why women are in the game of trying to prosper off of the finances, off of the man. Now, I understand that we in a predicament now, whereas though the laws are stacked up against us, make us feel as that we're less of. But when more men start to come together and start to represent each other and say, look, we're not having this, something has to change. We can't keep forcefully getting our funds taken away without us putting up a fight to show that, yo, this is unfair. They know it's unfair. It's an act of just trying to take people's funding and kill their resources. Because when you kill a man's resources, you start to make him feel less of, and he start feeling not appreciative of life because he feels as though he can't contribute. So let's see what they talking about from the courts.
Kentucky now means equal time with the children. At least that's where the discussions start.
A new law says joint custody is now the default when parents split up. Local 12's Angela Ingram talked with family lawyers about what that means for parents and children of divorce. Angela.
So what if when you filed for divorce, you knew that your spouse would get 50-50 custody? Would that affect your decision? Kentucky?
In Kentucky, the starting point for a judge is...
I'm going to tell you right now, we know damn well that 50-50 custody is going to play a big part, a big pivotal role in the way a person views if they're going to get that car, if they're going to get that house. You know how many females out here done bought cars off of child support? Did you ever... Men, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you never paid attention, if you pay attention now, start noticing of the things when you put down for your finance, like when you put down for your financial state and they ask you, are you getting alimony? Are you getting child support? If you look at that, you notice it's not about the child. It's new income. It's income. It's a joke. It's a joke. That's why this needs to happen everywhere. Everywhere. When you start to see more money go back into a man's pocket, he's going to be able to do more with his kids. He's going to be able to share his experiences, his livelihood, his wisdom with his kids. And you're going to start to see a man more happy because the way men have been going about life today has been really, really down, really down. That's why a lot of men out today have given up on life and clocked out of here. It's one of the reasons why.
That both parents will have joint custody and also 50-50 parenting time. Governor Matt Bevin just signed it into law.
Kentucky has a law where 50-50 is the default. Now, obviously, there are exceptions if there's, domestic violence or whatever, but the default is 50-50. So not like Detroit where the default is every other weekend. If you knew your ex was going to get the kids 50% of the time right off, would that affect your decision to file for divorce?
This is the first law of its kind in the country, and what I will say is that in this area, in the Northern Kentucky area, for us attorneys that practice in, especially Boone, Campbell, and Kenton counties. This is what's been going on for years with most of the judges.
Supporters of the new law say it allows for more stable upbringing of children. Attorneys who specialize in family law point out that judges have a lot of leeway, and that although both parents will start on an even playing field, there are factors that can change a judge's ruling.
Now, that's the only problem I'm going to say that's going to happen when it comes to this. It's at the judge's ruling. This is one of the problems that we dealt with before. Even though they're making a leap of faith of some steps that they're trying to change certain things of the aspect of child support, one of the things I realized in this child support thing is going to cause a problem with. They said at the judge's discretion. Do you know what that means? That means you're going to have some biased judges, which means if you fall under the 50-50, the judge having a bad day, you're going to be like, whoa, hold up. I need a retrial. I don't know if it's called a retrial. I don't know what happened, but you're going to have to put I don't know what happens, what you have to do when they put an action on you when it comes to child support. But you're definitely going to have some unfair cases. I think this is one of the biggest problems, too, that they're going to face with, because when you start making little leaps, they still try to find loopholes in order to help women out. And that's one of the biggest problems today is the help. Every time you're looking to help women out, they utilize it for their benefit to actually violate the male. I don't know why it's that way. It's because it makes them feel more superior, because 911 in the legal system is their new daddy. If you think I'm lying, look at anything that a man goes through. A woman will swing on you, hit you, spit on you, and then use 911 when you pop her silly, or make her act right with one of your actions. I'm just saying, this is what's going on today. Amen.
Certainly, if
I think the law is a good thing. Like you said, 50-50. If they want equality, they get equality. I won't buy the sympathy thing of like, we stand in abusive relationships because one of them hit you, they hit you, and you call the police. Like, that's grounds for him being an unfit parent.
Now, and I get what he's saying, but guess what? That doesn't fall into place, Kentucky. They don't look at it as a situation between the male and female as he an unfit parent. They already threw that out. I found that out. I looked it up. So they know now that women are now using DV for a action in order to get full custody. That don't work no more. They already stated that they no longer are looking at that because they know that women are manipulative. It's just what it is what it is. It's always been that way, but they know that. Law has always known what women been doing. But the problem is they've been getting away with it because it's been bringing more money, more funds in, more money in to have agencies say, look, we setting up organizations to help women out. Everything is always implemented to help women out. And that's the thing that's been hurting the economy. The more you keep putting out help, the more you start to see the economy fall, because what happened is you start to get more and more women boasting about all the things that they've been doing. If you've been watching on social media, they've been creating platforms talking about how they got over on their child's father by getting more child support because they said he did this, he did that, and nothing seems to happen. No legal actions have been taken. And so when you see this going all around the world, when I say all around the world, I'm talking about the U.S. I'm sorry. When I say all around the world, all around the U.S. And also being happy about how they've been getting over on, getting food stamps, getting the EBB cards, which are credit cards, if I said that correctly. If I didn't, you know what I meant. And I know that for a fact because they were showing females talking about how they've been getting over on government, getting food stamps. And when you look at that, you're like, wait a minute, they literally feeling that cocky to do the things that they're doing. So it is what it is. This is where we at today, fellas. And I think from this point on, I think as guys, we got to start to move different, but also think different. And we have to start utilizing the law as if I don't want to say as we're females, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it has nothing to do about being a female. We need to utilize the laws accordingly to what we're paying for. When you're paying taxes for the law. I think you got to stop listening to dummies out here. A bunch of dummies that are guys that are so-called millionaires that are telling you that a man don't move that way. A man don't call the cops on their girl or their wife. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, where has it gotten us, fellas? Nowhere. It has gotten you fired from your job for a DV situation that it never happened. And if it did happen, okay, so handle. They're gonna be able to handle it. But what happens when it didn't happen? Like most times, they already showed you that most cases happen from women. What does that tell you? That means to tell you that women start shit, but for some odd reason, they're not trying to finish it. When something happened to them, all of a sudden, they're a victim. Nah, we victims too. It's time for us to start upholding different standards. You got to make people understand that standards are to be abided by. And they got to be respected. And if you don't respect the man have to make you understand that you're going to have to seek legal counsel too. When you don't respect us, we will start using the law against you. I don't give a damn what nobody tell you. All this street talk and mentality has got a lot of guys out of here, out of character, and made them act a certain way that they did not feel good to wake up the next day and say to themselves, yo, I feel good about this. You will feel better when people start reaping the benefits of their actions. And the benefits is jail time when you start falsifying shit, then get dudes locked up. All right? Like and subscribe. Peace and love.